Hi all, it's Piotr. Time has come for X-Men Blue and Gold Mutant Genesis. One of those omnibuses that I was waiting to get into my hands. I chose this cover because I really appreciate how it gives us the last ride of Chris Claremont on this first period of his work. A lot is going on here. From what you can see here, a lot of issues, but for me it's important that we have X-Cutioner song here, and before, of course, Bishop's Crossing in one beautiful omnibus. And it all starts with the last ride of Chris Claremont. So let me show you under the dust jacket and tell more about it. Under the dust jacket we have this beautiful illustration. And let me show, if you're wondering if there is an eye. As you can see, there is big, beautiful eye in this omnibus. So I will show you what is inside. And inside we have lots of stuff, really good, solid stuff. It was last hooray, and it was big for the Chris Claremont and Jim Lee when they put X-Men against Magneto on Asteroid M. Those covers, of course, that created this big one. I am Magneto. I love the style of Jim Lee. The ignition, everything. It was so good in context of confrontations, Fabian Cortez manipulating Magneto, and Moira thinking that it's all her fault, what is going on with Magneto. Sketchbook. Preparation for confrontation, but still it's perfectly done in chronological order as it should be. Then we have the little bit of mojo. And then we go to Omega Red. Great art for sure. I love this period of adventures in X-Men. Great point. They made it perfectly in chronological order as it should be before Uncanny X-Men 281. Mojo, Dazzler. Then we jump to Uncanny X-Men 281. The new team is born and the upstarts starts their assault. we have the mysterious Fitzroy. Attacking Hellfire Club and Mafrost. New enemy. Great, I love this cover. I have it in single issue form also. Bishop. The mysterious Bishop and his knowledge about future. We have Sunfire and Family Matters of Rasputin's. And here we have the future of what happened, vision of Onslaught. Here we have the confrontation between Gambit, Bishop and the Rogue. In the middle, Psylocke, Temptation for Scott. And we have Ghost Rider and X-Men mission together. So a lot great storylines that gave us later on. Here we have the Shattershot event or storyline. Those issues were so heartbreaking for Forge and Storm. Miscommunication, we can say currently. The Broken Heart of Aurora Monroe. And then we have the return of Longshot. Again, the tragedy of Rasputin's. A little about history of father of Xavier. What was going on with him, for who he worked, how, when. Not much, but still cool storyline. And then we start with my favorite X-Men storyline, X-Cutioner song. I love it. Each chapter was amazing for me. I'm getting back to it often each year. It was something fresh for me. A lot of enemies of X-Men in one big storyline. So it was, and teams of X-teams at each other's throats. Strife, Apocalypse, Cable, Strife. Big, beautiful storyline. In different locations, even on Moon. And of course, the big tragic final that leads to Legacy Years. We have epilogue when Xavier was able to walk for some time. And we have Strike Files also included here, with a lot of visions that readers understood later on, who he knew that he needs to take out and why. But Xavier's decision about it, well, controversial, you can say. X-Men 1. One shot, Odd Man Out. Also included in this omnibus. And look how many bonus materials in this beautiful omnibus. Sketches. X-Men 1. Art. I really enjoy this omnibus, even if I have the OHC of Bishop's Crossing, X-Cutioner Song, Shattershot, still having it all in one omnibus. It makes me really happy. I even got this poster magazine not long ago. Cards were part of the single issue that I have also. Here are the plans. Who created X-Cutioner Song? What was the plan? Who could be coming back at the end, but they didn't not use it. It's huge omnibus with a lot of good storyline that starts with Chris Claremont, Jim Lee, then we have Bishop Crossing and X-Cutioner Song. A lot is going on, but this is one of the greatest periods. The second Blue and Gold omnibus, we'll see when it will be announced, but we know that the third one was just announced by Omar. So we'll see when the second one and what it will include. But for me, this one single omnibus is perfect for every fan of X-Men storylines.